In this brief lecture, I'm going to explain the definition of an agreement as stated in Section 2E of the Contract Act 1872. So the definition states that every promise and every set of promises forming the consideration for each other is an agreement. Now, since we have not yet studied the topic of consideration in this lecture series, so I'm pretty sure that this kind of definition is going to put you off and you will not be able to understand it. But let me just tell you to be patient, and once we have gone through the essentials of a valid contract, you will be able to understand this definition much better. So it should be a good idea to come back to the definition once you are done with understanding the essentials of a valid contract. For now, let me just point out that this definition clearly does explain that an agreement comes into existence only, and I repeat, only when one party makes a proposal, that is an offer, to another party and that other party accepts that proposal. So, to put it very simply, an agreement is simply an accepted proposal. Why? Because like I just said, when a proposal is accepted by another party, that is when an offer is accepted by another party, an agreement comes into existence. So that's it about the definition of an agreement. Now, before I conclude this lecture and before we move on to the next lecture, let me just ask you whether you think that an agreement is essentially the same thing as a contract or not. Because in short, an agreement is simply the existence of an offer and the acceptance of that offer. So does that mean that an agreement is the same as a contract?